Tonight, as folks all across the state starting to batten down the hatches as that big storm approaches.
We all learned a lot last year when Tropical Storm Irene hit us, and that has folks preparing for the worst, and that includes the shoreline community, of course, of Bridgeport. News 8's Stephanie Simone is live in our Fairfield County Bureau with that. Stephanie?
Keith, and firefighters are getting their rescue boats ready. Public Works, they're clearing storm drains, trying to prevent that urban flooding. So public safety, they're taking those early precautions, and they're urging neighbors to do the same. Irene's flood was hard to forget, especially for Bridgeport residents forced to evacuate.
I came around and got my mom, got her to a safe spot. My dad stood behind to make sure everything would be okay.
Now the coast braces for Sandy.
Either way, we are going to receive something. What that is right now is still unclear.
Appleby joined the mayor and public safety leaders at the city's Emergency Operations Center. They say looking at this worst scenario path, buckle down for wind and water.
Then we're looking at the tidal surge being tremendous, and that's why the coastal flooding is a real threat, even if the storm stays offshore.
Now, if Sandy shows her strength, they could put out a mandatory evacuation 24 to 48 hours before the storm hits. That's why they recommend putting together a personal disaster kit.
The most important items that you feel are essential to yourself, documents, medications, extra money, all should be in your kit.
They say if they learned anything from Irene, it's that people did not heed the early warnings.
We can replace property. We cannot replace lives. And that's the emphasis we want to explain. That's why it's so important to start preparing now.
The Delgado family they know on the heels of Halloween, Mother Nature can be witchy.
Well, she could be wicked when she wants to be. To teach us a lesson, right? Show us who's in charge here.
In addition to that disaster kit, they also really want people to just have a plan in place in case their home isn't the safest place to be. Live in the Bridgeport newsroom, Stephanie Simone, News 8.